Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am super excited to be sharing with you this process video for Spiegel Mom Scraps. Now, what is the month? Oh my goodness. It is May 2020, and this month there are not any new sequin releases, but there is an extreme sale going on in the shop. So you will want to make sure that you go avail yourself to that. Now I am using Hexaglam, which is a gold sequin mix, and I am super excited to be using this. I just love this mix. Now, if my video seems a little wackadoo, this time I was creating this over International Scrapbooking weekend, and I was Zooming with my scrappy girls. And you know, sometimes you talk and run your mouth and you do not make the things because you're talking about the things. So that is what is going on there. If there's anything kind of weird, and yeah. Now, this is a coffee cup cut file with some florals on it. I am not exactly sure where this cut file came from. I did get it in a package of cut files, so I'm not exactly sure, like pre-cut cut files from Redefined Creative. So I'm not exactly sure where the cut file originated from. I just don't know. I am using am I using my homemade kit, or am I using my, so I do 2 kits a month. I do a homemade kit which follows a recipe, and I also do a kill a kit where I just create a kit, which came from my stash this month. But I don't remember which kit, but I am using papers from one of those kits. I just can't remember which one it is. So I am getting ready to load up my cut file backing with some sequins. As you can see, I'm talking because my hands are kind of going all over the place. I have this great little sequin dish. It's really not a dish made for sequins, but it might as well be, because it is an amazing dish. I got it when I went to a retreat in Chicago in November of last year, and it was just the perfect little dish. So all I am doing is using my crystal katana to go ahead and put down the sequins. So we have these open hexagons, we have closed hexagons, we have these little sparkly circles, and then some stars that are all in gold. And I just fill up the areas that need to be filled. So basically I'm filling up the entire backing of the cut file right here. And I'm just, I'm filling in some of the hexagons with hearts, and some of the hexagons I am not. And that's, it's just a matter of what you're feeling. If you are feeling that you need to, do this, then do it. Like, wow. Okay. If you feel like you need to do your sequins where they are overlapping so you have no paper whatsoever, then do it that way. If you feel like you just want a smattering of sequins around, then do it that way. It's really all about what makes you happy. Because sequins in and of themselves makes me happy. But when I have a lot of sequins on a page that are kind of all glued down together, and you get the whole sparkly shining, shimmering splendidness of it, that just fills my soul with joy. Like, seriously, I'm just so happy about it. Okay, so I'm literally looking up the sequins on Spiegel Mom Scraps right now, and unfortunately Hexaglam is sold out, but there are other gorgeous sequins that are still in there. If you really want those sparkly sequins, which are really like, woo, beautiful, let's scroll through while I'm backing this cut file. So we have Glitz and Glam has some of those sparkly gold sequins on it, and that's available. Into the Woods is one of my favorite sequin mixes of all times, and that's available. It doesn't have the gold sparkly bits, but lots of wood grain. I might have to get myself in on that because I really, really, really like that. Sea of Summer is a gorgeous one. The only thing you have to do is pull out those leaves, and it's no longer a Sea of Summer. It is a Anytime. Also, Walk in the Park. I think I've bought that one like 5 times. I just love Walk in the Park. I might have to grab myself some of those. So those are just some of my favorite ones that are available right now in the shop, because yes, those are my super, super favorite ones. So there is that. Now I am backing my cut file with not only using the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, but I'm also putting down washi tape on it. And that is just because I feel like I've got a lot of layers on this cut file, and the sequins sequins are super light, but the sequins add some heft and some weight to the cut file, and I don't want anything falling apart. So we're just going to put that down. I'm also drinking wine in case you couldn't notice. That's what that was. National Scrapbooking or International Scrapbooking weekend was a fun time. I actually had the time off. I should have been in Toronto for the Create and Inspire event, but that was postponed because of the nonsense going on in the world. So we Zoomed, and I had some wine. It was a good time. So now my coffee cup is just about finished, and then I realized that I had missed an ever so slight little bit of the coffee cup where the sequins should have gone. So I just trimmed it down. I'm adding glue, and then instead of cutting out those 3 teeny tiny little pieces, I am just going to drop some sequins on them completely, where they're in one big kind of group. And that makes me happy because those teeny tiny little pieces are a little whoa. Like, who wants to deal with that teeny tiny little bit when you can just put it down on a larger sheet of paper and place it? So now I am going to do some creative gluing. So I was determined to be able to place it down, and then I said, oh, we need another little sequin bit here, so I went ahead and put that down there. And then you figure out where your sequins are going to go. And then I decided to use washi tape and just press it down on the back side of the sequins, and then that way I could literally position it over top and then add it that way. And of course, I added more washi tape because why not? I've already got a ton of washi tape on the back of this little cut file. So I'm positioning my photo and figuring out where I want it to be. Now I did make my Starbucks cup a red cup, and I didn't even think about it as red cup for the holiday season. I did it because I work at Target, and I did it for a nod to Target because that you can't really tell in the photo, but that is where I am when I'm drinking this coffee. So I had left work at midnight and then was back at work at 6 a.m. And I snapped this photo because I needed the coffee that morning. I don't live that far from work, but still, leaving work at midnight and getting back there at 6 a.m. is rough, you guys. It's rough. So that is why I did the whole nod to the red cup. And I understand if somebody's looking at this and they think it is a Christmas coffee cup. And you know what? If you want it to be a Christmas coffee cup, then more power to you. Now, I also added this big old doily, and it is a large doily. I'm not exactly sure what size it is, but it's the big one. It's like a 6-inch doily, maybe. I want to say it's a 6-inch doily. So there is that. And then I'm adding some fun foam and the fun foam comes from another sparkler, Crystal. She is my fun foam supplier, which is kind of awesome. Yeah, just kind of awesome. She's actually one of the ones I was computer chatting with while I was creating this layout. So if you see random hands flying around and I'm not scrapbooking, we can blame her. In a fun way, not in a mean way. But there it is. I thought about doing something that I went through a little phase of pulling down the corner over here, and I decided to bring it back, and I just went ahead and grabbed some more of this red polka dotted paper, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to the back of my paper right here. And then I'm going to grab another sheet of paper, because when I fold down the paper, I don't want just this corner where it's like missing from the page. I want you to be able to see something there. I've thought about leaving it as white, or getting another piece of wood grain back there so it kind of flowed, but ultimately I decided I wanted the pack of colorful punch up there in that corner. I almost said pack-a-punch, which is a Call of Duty term. So my husband and daughter played Call of Duty this weekend, and I keep hearing the things that the game says over and over in my head, like max ammo and pack-a-punch and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's still running through my head, so we gotta get that out of the head. I decided to cut out, or punch out rather, this white label, and I decided to go with the white because I have lots of white down below with the doily and also with the cut file, and I just figured that it needed to happen. I pulled out these epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and these are just some black and white hearts, and I just decided to put them on the layout in 3 places. So I'm definitely creating that visual triangle. Sometimes, you guys, I follow design things, and sometimes I just do my own thing. But this one I'm definitely creating a visual triangle, and I am also popping down this kind of gold, I don't want to say, it's not really washi tape, it's like this gold tape from Scotch, and I'm just trying to figure out where I want it to go so that it looks kind of cool, and you kind of get the bling in the triangle. So go ahead and layer those up, and I'm just figuring out where I want my little epoxies to go. And then I know that I'm going to be adding more sparkle because, you know, that's not enough sequins on this page. So I am going to drop down my glue in a little bit and drop some sequins down on top of that. The first thing I am going to do, though, is outline this label in my black Muji pen. And then since I outlined there, I figured I needed to outline someplace else. I went ahead and just did like this messy kind of straight doodly border around the outside of the layout, which is something I do pretty regularly. But I just felt that white label was kind of like blah and spread out up there. Like it was just like throw down a white label, and I needed to contain it a little bit. Now I am dropping my little dots of glue, and I'm going to pull out the little sparkly bits and drop those down as well, just to bring a little bit of shiny, shimmering, splendid all over this page, because man, I love me some sparkle. Like glitter, sparkly things, that just makes my heart so happy, and I just really, really like it. So we go ahead and get the last little bit down there. And then, of course, I will add journaling to this page because, like, if you just looked at this page, you might think this is me at Christmas time drinking from a Starbucks cup. But it's not. This actually happened in April. Was it April or March? I don't remember exactly. I feel like it was beginning of April. So I pull out these thickers from American Crafts that says Smile. And then I am going to go find some black. This is me talking to the camera. Sorry about that. I'm going to go find me some black letter stickers. And these are the ones that I found. And I'm going to spell out coffee makes me smile. Because you know what? Sometimes coffee does make me smile. Sometimes it's just what you need. I feel like I could use some coffee right now, actually. I'm very tired, which makes no sense. I slept great last night. I mean, great. I slept for a long time. Maybe two. No, I slept like 7.5 hours. But then my alarm went off, and the only thing I could do was keep hitting that snooze. And you know when you hit the snooze and you fall asleep hard? Like, every time I hit the snooze, I fell asleep hard like that. And I think I hit the snooze 3 or 4 times. So, yeah, my alarm was set for 7:30, and I didn't actually get up until, like, 8:30. I don't know. But I feel like I could go take a nap right now and be fine. But it is not nap time, so somebody's got to go to work today. Now, I take these little phrases that were also on the letter stickers, and I believe these are from Pretty Little Studio, and I'm just taking the little phrases that I feel are appropriate and placing them on top of that gold shiny tape. And then that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys again real soon for another video. There's my coupon code if you ever want to use it while you're shopping at Spiegelmom Scraps. It is not a one-time code. You can keep using it again and again. Here are a couple of still shots, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.